Training for strength is as old as civilization itself. The Greek tale of Milo serves to date the antiquity of an interest in physical development and an understanding of the processes by which it is acquired. Milo is said to have lifted a calf every day, and grew stronger as the calf grew larger. The progressive nature of strength development was known thousands of years ago, but only recently, in terms of the scope of history, has the problem of how best to facilitate progressive resistance training been tackled by technology. Among the first tools developed to practice resistance exercise was the barbell, a long metal shaft with some type of weight on each end. The earliest barbells used globes or spheres for weight, which could be adjusted for balance and load by filling them with sand or shot. David Willoughby's superb book, The Super Athletes, available from A.S. Barnes & Company, 1970, details the history of weightlifting and the equipment that made it possible. But in a development unforeseen by Mr. Willoughby, things changed rapidly in the mid-1970s. A gentleman named Arthur Jones invented a type of exercise equipment that revolutionized resistance exercise. Unfortunately, not all revolutions are universally productive. Nautilus utilized the principle of variable resistance, which claimed to take advantage of the fact that different parts of the range of motion of each limb were stronger than others. A machine was designed for each limb or body part, and a cam was incorporated into the chain attached to the weight stack that varied the resistance against the joint during the movement. The machines were designed to be used in a specific order, one after another without a pause between sets, since different body parts were being worked consecutively. And the central idea, from a commercial standpoint, was that if enough machines, each working a separate body part, were added together in a circuit, the entire body was being trained. The machines were exceptionally well made and handsome, and soon most gyms had the obligatory, very expensive 12-station Nautilus circuit. Exercise machines were nothing new. Most high schools had a universal gladiator multi-station unit, and leg extensions and lat pull-downs were familiar to everybody that trained with weights. The difference was the marketing behind the new equipment. Nautilus touted the total body effect of the complete circuit, something that had never before been emphasized. We were treated to a series of before and after ads featuring one Casey Viator, an individual who had apparently gained a considerable amount of weight using only Nautilus equipment. Missing from the ads was the information that Mr. Viator was regaining size he had previously acquired through more conventional methods as an experienced competitive bodybuilder. Jones even went so far as to claim that strength could be gained on Nautilus and transferred to complicated movement patterns like the Olympic lifts without having to do the lifts with heavy weights, a thing which flies in the face of exercise theory and practical experience. But the momentum had been established, and Nautilus became a huge commercial success. Equipment like it remains the modern standard in commercial exercise facilities all over the world. The primary reason for this was that Nautilus equipment allowed the health club, at the time known as the health spa, industry to offer the general public a thing which had been previously unavailable. Prior to the invention of Nautilus, if a member wanted to train hard in a more elaborate way than universal equipment permitted, he had to learn how to use barbells. Someone had to teach him this. Moreover, someone had to teach the health spa staff how to teach him this. Such professional education was, and still is, time-consuming and not widely available. But with Nautilus equipment, a minimum wage employee could be taught very quickly how to use the whole circuit, ostensibly providing a total body workout with little invested in employee education. Furthermore, the entire circuit could be performed in about 30 minutes, thus decreasing member time on the exercise floor, increasing traffic capacity in the club, and maximizing sales exposure to more traffic. Nautilus equipment quite literally made the existence of the modern health club possible. The problem, of course, is that machine-based training did not work as it was advertised. It was almost impossible to gain muscular body weight doing a circuit. People who were trying to do so would train faithfully for months without gaining any significant muscular weight at all. When they went to barbell training, a miraculous thing would happen. They would immediately gain, within a week, more weight than they had gained in the entire time they had fought with the 12-station circuit.